produces DMT, which is said to be produced when we're born, when we dream, and when we pass away. It's kind of like that bridge into the astral plane. And it's also associated with both the mind's eye and the crown, or the third eye and the crown, same thing. A lot of people see the third eye as just something at first seen, but the third eye is also very much about understanding things and understanding things from a higher perspective, where and also cognition, where the crown is like your antenna, and that's where you get your guidance from and spiritual wisdom. And I can guarantee that even though most of y'all may not know it, you're all getting guidance. It just may appear as thoughts, different kinds of thoughts. So those are what pretty much the third eye and the crown are about. I see. I used to have a very overactive third eye where I just had like too many thoughts at once. It was really, that's a lot of other things coming through, and just not able to focus and calm down. And an underactive third eye would be just like a lack of imagination, because it's very much about imagination too.
So this concept of like overactive and underactive chakras is new for me, because I normally just hear about underactive, So you're talking about overactive heart, or like overactive solar plexus, or which one did you say? Third eye.
Third eye, yeah.
It's just a really interesting concept. I'm curious what you guys see more of in your people, like pre-COVID versus post-COVID. If you've noticed like more people have shut down, or if it's still the same, like sometimes one thing's overactive and something else is underactive.
We see a lot of porous auras these days.
Porous auras?
Yeah. Which usually you would think of as being associated with an empath, but we think that some of them are having to do with the vaccine. That we're seeing. We think it's breaking up the world a little bit.
I've seen in some of my practice, when I go do an energy scan, and in my mind it's as though some vaccinated people, their etheric body is moving away from their physical body along with the rest of their energetic bodies, and it's they don't really know what to think about it other than it's sad. We also see, a lot of blocked root chakras, because people are like, oh my God, there's a shortage here, oh my God, this, oh my God, that, because of all this craziness popping out on the media here and there. And also, there are quite a few fairs when I've seen a lot of combination of blocked root with the blocked solar plexus, or the blocked root with the blocked throat, and that's all about not feeling empowered to speak your truth, and not feeling like they were feeling as though like they couldn't express themselves without angering someone. So
we went to one show. It was on, I don't remember if it was Tulsa or OKC. I think it was OKC last time we were there. The first day on Saturday, 10 people in a row, block root, block solar plexus, and like where everybody's like, I'm like, nobody in this town feels safe in their own skin,
not feeling safe to stand in your power and like be you and express your will. It's like the block solar plexus is all about doing something and not enacting your will in some way, shape, or form.
So anyways, it wasn't that way the next day on Sunday. It was just that Saturday, and my feeling is that something came out on the news, like on Friday, that just made everybody go, oh God, gas prices are going up, or whatever it was. They got everyone feeling the same way. Now, as far as when we talk about trends that we do most of our work at these holistic fairs. So it's kind of a narrow audience, and we wouldn't expect that to be representative of society at whole. You know what I mean? It's a certain group of people that goes to those.
Yeah, there's certainly, of course, people that get aura photos in general, kind of like there's a broad but niche type of thing.
But so the people we see aren't necessarily indicative of everything that's out there, and certainly some people that would maybe be showing what you're thinking wouldn't come see us for us to see it.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
Right, like you're something like really a nuts and bolts 1 + 1 = 2, an engineer. Everything is black or white, right? Then maybe you're not going to be in front of us who sees everything in shades of gray.
Can I ask you this earlier when we were talking about that?
Yeah, the Pineal beat.
What were you saying right before that and right after? Just that little word. 'Cause I've heard that and I thought I was kind of losing myself. And many years later, I'm hearing a sacred therapist say, oh, that's when you change the frequency. So I was wondering what you were saying about that.
Well, because a common, what they call an ascension symptom is ringing of the ears. And that one, like some of the other ones, doesn't really go away until you get Sunday, I think, really.
Yeah, but I have to say that when it's an ascension symptom, it like comes for a few minutes and then it goes for a few moments. It's not something that stays there and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I can't get rid of it. And I usually, when I get that, it's accompanied by like a little pressure shift in my ear. Too.
Yeah.
And then when we're talking about on here, the binaural beats, for me specifically, one of the most important is the one that makes a theta state. And the theta state is just the kind of like the deepest state of meditation, the deepest state of relaxation. And that would not surprise me at all for somebody to be hearing an 8 hertz whoa, whoa, whoa when they're in theta, because theta, the difference between alpha, theta, gamma is just the hertz. Again, it's just the vibration, just the frequency.
The theta state is
everything.
more so the beta state, I believe, is the one that's most like just like a non-deep meditation. The theta state is a deep meditation or dream state, where the delta state is like a deep sleep, or sleep that you wouldn't remember anything from.
You guys got any more
In
questions?
terms of recordings,
Yeah.
obviously no recording device or playback device can exactly get that you would in the presence of these. But is there any sort of system of doing recording and having a good enough sound system to connect gain density?
Our mentor or teacher certainly, has, some kind of technique for doing that, because for our healings, we usually use the pre-recorded, because they could go on for 40 minutes, and I don't know, let him have a bad back. But that does a, very good job. I was scared to use our cable for a long time because it was so expensive and I didn't want to break it. And I started out just listening to the singing bowl recordings, and that was enough to unblock my chakras, although the cable was a whole other level of transcendence.
You could be in a small room, good acoustics, right, where the bounce off the walls real nicely. For me, because I do this activations, I've got 12 of these songs that I've written, and I haven't had a chance to record them all yet. Someday I'll record them all, and I can, when we go out to the fair, I can say, oh, you got a block root here, go to my website and get the root activation or whatever, right? And the way I will do it, the way I'm planning on doing it is I'll do it in my front room. I'll have it set up in a circle like this, the one I'm going to use. I'm going to string a mic down so that it is right over my head, because where I'm at, I really feel like sometimes we have a room where we have them up on these cables, and I'll come in and I'll play it, and I'll step out of it, I'll step back in, and you just feel the vibration all throughout your body, and it's just an awesome feeling. So I want people, when I do my recordings, to have that feeling. I hope that a mic over my head will do it, but I don't know for sure yet.
Maybe multiple mics.
Yeah, I mean, a real pro would mic up each bowl individually, right, and then throw it into a mixing board. You do whatever you want.
The tone would be better than each bowl individually.
What's that?
The harmonic resonance doesn't occur within the bowl, it occurs as the waves hit each other. Somewhere at the intersection of the waves is where you want your mic.
Right? Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So in a sense, you're saying like, if I was going to play these two bowls and I had a mic between them, would be the spot. Yeah, yeah. That's all stuff that we're due to start experimenting on soon. But I was talking to Amy earlier, and she was saying, oh, have you ever seen this? Oh, have you ever seen that? Have you ever run across one of these? And I'm like, I came up with an idea for a modality for that one a while back, and I've been meaning to work on that modality. Right? You get so many ideas coming across. I would say if somebody could just follow me around, picking up all the gold that just falls out of my pockets, right? Never see the light of day.
This is based in the Ayurvedic system with chakras. Has there been anybody who's explored the idea that how that interrelates with, let's say, the Asian system of the meridians?
Yeah, we consider it to be pretty much one and the same, really.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's all intermingled systems, but they're defined separate energies and different ways of measuring. So these bowls are designed around the chakras.
The first 7 are chakras,
And then these 5 here are the endocrine system glands.
Wow.
These are actually those.
So this is C sharp, which will be for the sex organs. D sharp is for the adrenals. F sharp is the thymus. G sharp is thyroid, and the I can't see what it is. A sharp is for both the pineal and pituitary.
Wow.
He was asking how does this correlate to the eastern, meridians. I said, well, it's kind of the same, but he's like, they are different frequencies. And they're a little smaller too, right? And they're run up and down the body.
Yeah.
But the thing to us is that it's all about the energy system of the body and the energy bodies, and that stuff all kind of does intermingle. and correlate.
Yeah, it does intermingle, and because they are associated with colors, they will go through all the channels of the body and help, do whatever it needs to do based on the intention the person has. When we do healings with people, we always ask them to have 1 to 3 intentions, because that helps fuel. We live in a free will universe, so having an intention makes it more likely to get the result that you want and to have things happen,
When you do events, like what's the longest, will you ever do this for like an hour straight? Or like what, or do you break it up in like 20 minutes or?
I mean, if somebody wanted me to, I suppose I could.
Huh.
Yeah, I haven't ever done it really. This is the first time we've taken these bowls from our house.
Wow.
These things are very precious to us, and we're always afraid to take them on the road, to be honest.
Thank you
And-
so
and,
much.
But this event, it called to us. We really liked the name of the titles of what the speakers were going to be talking about, and it was all about sound, and we love sound. And
Yeah.
I hope there's somebody here that's talking about like the cymatics is in Rosalind Chapel. Have you guys ever seen that?
Been there.
What?
I've been to Rosalind Chapel.
Right? And have you seen the cymatics that's in there? I'm like,
Yes.
not all those carvings are.
Even if people trip